So, last time we left... Oh, the music's not looping. Oh, yes it is. Let me go ahead and take off the push to talk. Voice activity testing, okay. Alright, there we go. So, now we're live. So, last time we left off, we had, saved the small farming village of Autumnvale from a gnoll assault, but they didn't take too kindly to the assistance of your newfound orc barbarian compatriot Urgwa. And rather than heading back to the Crown City and attempting to get paid, you have decided to go straight off to the Goatlands to investigate the mysterious disappearances.
Well, it's the most direct route.
Clearly going to the northwest before you head to the south. So anyways,
It's the traveling salesman problem.
essentially. So anyways, you were right about here, and you had just set off relatively early in the day, if I recall. And so you
Yeah.
were making
We were
your way...
about to cross the bridge of typography.
Exactly. But believe it or not, there is a bridge here. So you make your way across it with relatively little issue, and you finally start to head up to the Goatlands. Now, around here, you see a traveling caravan that appears to be coming from the east. Make perception checks.
Okay.
Perception. Whoop.
Okay, so you see this caravan coming from the east, and it's decently far off, so you can't quite make it out, but there's a couple of wagons, but most people appear to be walking in kind of like a line, and there are a lot of blue people. Make insight checks to see if you know anything about blue people.
Alright.
Insight. Am I wise enough?
No, you've never seen such in your entire life. But they are like all the way across the way. They're over this side of the river, so you can only kind of see them, and they're heading south. So you just kind of notice them in passing.
That's kind of unusual. Maybe we should go and talk to them.
It'd
How
probably
was it?
take you approximately 30 minutes to catch them if you wanted to do so.
We could do that, but we're going to have to take care to appear non-threatening. Wouldn't want them to mistake us for bandits.
That's a good point. But I suppose it's a good place to start as any to investigate what's going on.
Yeah. People are disappearing after all.
It's unusual for a number of people to be walking along with a standard caravan traveling from one place to another.
Is it?
Right. Well, I mean, if they were... It would only be if a large number of people were trying to move from one place to another rather than transporting some goods or something, I would have thought. But I don't know.
Well, it could be a trade caravan with expensive goods or on a long journey or some such thing.
I suppose. Yeah, you're right. Well, we can talk to them and find out.
Alright, so you're gonna have to make your way back this way a little bit. The bridge is all the way back here. That would be several hours back at this point. But there is kind of a little bit of a land bridge where you can sort of step on stones your way across the river.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as you get closer, you notice that... make another perception check.
Alright.
Perception.
We'll see whether or not
You notice, but wait, you might not notice.
You'll see whether or not you notice. You might not notice shit. Okay, yeah, you don't notice a goddamn thing as you roll up. So, you make your way up to... You manage to catch, like, the very front of the caravan where there is a wagon and there's a man sitting on the front of it driving the horses in a very colorful hat. And he looks down and she goes, "Howdy, travelers."
Hello there, my good man. We're trying to investigate some goings on in the area that we'd heard about. Do you know anything of what's currently happening in the Goatlands?
Up in the Goatlands? No, I've not been up in the Goatlands for quite a while. I just drove the caravan, as it were, up through the Golden Chain, and now we're heading back south to the Crown City.
Crown City.
Precisely.
What kind of goods are you selling in the Crown City? Get all sorts.
Slaves.
Oh,
Make insight checks, or is there like an equivalent of knowledge local? Let me look.
there's history. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah. If you want to make like a history check or because they really took out the knowledge stuff, either history or like insight. Okay, so
I'm a history
Futas,
buff.
you are aware through your extensive monk training and knowledge of history that approximately 20 to 25 years ago, slavery was legalized for some unknown reason by the king. And like the rules on who is a slave or how you get out of slavery or anything like that are very, very like shoddily written. Yeah. So yeah, there's nothing illegal about this or nothing particularly wrong unless you got beef with slavery.
Right. Well, slavery is an ugly reality in this kingdom.
Not too much we can do about it.
An ugly reality? Why, it makes me money.
I suppose it does.
We've got about
Sure
the
it
freshest
does.
supply of slaves you could ever find.
If
you don't mind my asking, where do you get your supply?
Well, if you, I don't know if you gentlemen are familiar with Three Hat Lake.
Three Hat Lake. That's pretty far from here, isn't it?
Yes, but there's a bit of a conflict going on.
A conflict.
The lizard folk don't like these here blue people that live down in the lake. And they've been fighting, and the blue people have been messing with the water levels, and the lizard folk don't seem to like it. So
I see.
whenever they capture them, instead of killing them and eating them like they would typically do, they figure they can get more value by selling them to us. So they do.
Seems reasonable. Does anyone know why they're altering the water levels in the first place?
Well, I think the blue people live down in the lake, so if you want to get deeper, you have to lower the water level, or perhaps it's to cut off some supply route. It's quite the war going on out there.
I see. Well, that might be useful to remember for later.
Thank you for talking with us.
You're very welcome. And
Your company has been most pleasant.
If you ever
And
need any
hopefully
slaves,
we won't
you know
find
who to
ourselves
ask.
in your caravan.
He chuckles. Probably not. And he kind of like looks over his shoulder at like these big burly dudes that are in the back of his wagon. They may or may not be sizing you up.
We should probably go. I don't think this
Yes.
person is going to tell us anything particularly interesting.
I think he
about
just
our current
has.
task. Well, I mean about our current task, but yes.
He's been more than helpful, and I am happy to receive his hospitality. But we must be going.
Alright, so you guys head back across the river, and as you go, you notice there's like... This dude's got a sizable catch. He's got like 50, maybe 60 slaves with him. They're all kind of like shackled up, being marched in a line. It doesn't look pleasant, obviously. Yeah, some of them are looking at you like you can't really describe the look, but you're getting looks. But eventually they kind of pass by and you head back across the river and up towards the Goatlands. So as you head up, as you head up this way, you notice like the air is starting to get a little thinner as you're going up in altitude. It's taking a little more effort to continue walking, and like every step seems to have just the slightest incline, where you feel like you're just going forward, but it's harder. And eventually, you start making your way up the hills into the Goatlands. Let me see.
But where are the goats?
Let me find.
Didn't you hear? There's been disappearances in the area.
Okay, so you've made your way into the Goatlands, and there's kind of a thick fog around the area. But as you kind of look around the hills and go around the hills, you start to notice like goat herds. You can see one pretty much on every hill. You got all varieties of goats. You got little goats, big goats, like very sleek coated goats. You're more like you got like your prize goats and your more like farm type goats. But there's a pretty substantial amount of goats. But
Do I recognize any of the goat varieties from the animal list that has been dictated to me repeatedly?
You recognize a couple, but some seem like way too quality to be on your average like yokels. Like you're looking at these goats like, damn, those are some nice goats.
Okay.
Like they're very well groomed. They have like a shiny coat, and they're just kind of prancing. The goats are pretty quality.
So they belong to somebody then.
Yes.
Are we following kind of a track or path?
There's like paths and roads up this way. Like carts have come this way before, so.
Okay.
But the thing you notice is like there doesn't really appear to be any sort of civilization hub. There's like little huts here and there, but nobody really like there's not a town per se. These people seem to be a little more nomadic perhaps, or they just have large amounts of land and they don't group up with each other that much.
Okay. I wonder what the best way to start getting information is.
Well, if we could find one of the herders, perhaps we could ask them. These goats are groomed. That means they belong to somebody.
Yeah, certainly. What time of day is it?
At this point, it's like sunset hasn't started yet, but the sky's getting a little more orange.
Okay. Well, we could try to find one of them now, but we'll have to set up camp quite soon.
Alright, so you go looking for a goat herd, and you find one relatively quickly. You kind of see him across the way on this hill, but it takes some time to get up to him. So at this point, it's well into sunset, and it's also starting to get kind of cold.
Okay.
And the dude comes up and he's like, "Hey guys, why you not got no hats, guys? My guys, you need hats." And he's wearing one of those like let me see. He's wearing like one of these.
Alright.
Got it from Amazon.
Yeah, quite clearly it was purchased from Amazon.
It's pretty trendy hat.
Yeah, you also notice that it's getting kind of cold. So he like reaches into his pocket as though he was expecting this situation to arise, and he throws you some very colorful hats. And they're like cashmere or something. They feel great, and they're nice and warm, and he just kind of throws them at you.
Yeah, I'll grab one of those and
all right,
plonk it on my head.
Yeah.
I suppose
Urgua's doesn't
but...
quite fit, so it's just kind of on the top of her head, and the little fuzzy thingies are kind of dangling in her ears, so she seems confused.
Well, thank you most kindly. I suppose it is quite chilly out here.
It is kind of chilly. That's why you need hats, guys. Guys, you need hats. So,
Well,
what
let it
brings you up
go
to the
now.
Goatlands, guys?
We've been asked by the Crown City to look into the disappearances around here.
Oh, the disappearances, huh? You must be talking about the holes.
Holes, is it?
Yeah, there's been, a couple guys come out here every now and then, come to see the goats or get some goats or buy some goats, And
Mhm.
used to, there wasn't these holes, but now there's holes. Kind of appearing in the mountainside, you see. Fortunately, none of my goats have gone in there, but, sometimes people get curious, they poke their head in, and don't really come out.
I see.
Dangerous holes, then.
Precisely. One
You
of them
might say
opened
not
up
your
just by
average
my
holes.
hut, and I've kind of blocked it off, but I can let you have a look at it if you like.
We'd be most grateful if you could.
All right.
Doop.
Oh no.
Damn, this is a really dark hole.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was not meant to do this. Hang on.
This was not meant to be.
Let me drag your boys on here real quick.
Can't believe you've done this.
Oh shit. Hang on. My browser decided to go back because it's smart.
Nice.
back.
Let's
back.
see. Advance. Huh. I don't know why it's not showing you guys the thing. I gave you sight.
Is there anything to show?
Yeah, there should be a whole map.
Well,
Ah, boy. Technical I'll get good at this someday. Let's see. Did that do anything?
Nope.
Let's see. Dynamic lighting. How about now?
nope.
Can't say I
Come
see
on, man.
anything.
Balls. You are on the right one, so why must it do this? I don't get it. Alright, let's go back to the objects and tokens layer. Settings. See. Oh, I think I know what it is. Represents. I don't know why I have to redo this every effing time.
Ooh. I'm in.
Okay, represents.
Oh. Something showed up.
Alright, so. You are here beside
Oh.
this dude's house.
That's quite a large goat.
Yeah, this goat, see, it's like roughly the size of a horse.
Well,
Or like, it's even large. It's like a. Just this goat alone could probably pull like a full size cart or bigger by himself. He's a huge ass
Yeah.
goat. And the guy sees you looking and says, "Oh, you like Bargy, huh? He's one of my big guys. We breed him for the tournaments you see, goat jousting.
Goat
Big goat
jousting.
Jousting.
Yeah, goat jousting.
Of course.
That's gonna be something of a spectacle to watch.
Absolutely. I heard the grand tournament's coming next year out here to Aldacia. I can't wait. Kind of hope the kingdom's ready for it,
I hope so too.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Certainly a large goat to get ready for.
as you're kind of sitting there, this other person comes up. It's like, "Oh, hey guys. Hey, Jory, I see you found some guys." And he's like, "Yeah, I found some guys. They were out here in the they're looking for the holes." Like, "Oh, you mean the hole we boarded up?" Yeah, by the way, every person out here has the same voice. Like, Like, yeah, that hole. And then Reinald, he turns to you. He's like, "Ooh, you got a big crossbow, my guy. Come with me. Come with me." And then he kind of like just sort of drags you along up this hill over here.
Okay.
He's like, "Check this out. This is
Whoa.
like, it's a ballista. It's the biggest damn crossbow you've ever seen in your entire life, like on wheels."
Yeah.
He's
Like,
like,
this is more of a siege weapon than a crossbow.
like, yeah, it's big, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna
mean,
point like the sun's mostly going down at this point, but you can still kind of see down off this hill and down sort of towards this way.
Mhm.
There's like a hay bale, probably 1,000 yards out, maybe more, and it's friggin' sizable, but it's really far away, and there's some bolts sticking out of it as though it's been used for target practice, like it's painted up.
Yeah. This is I mean, the last time I saw one of these would have been during, actual war. I mean, where did you get this? What do you use it for?
Like, I built it, sometimes in case something comes for the goats. You never do know. Sometimes guys
That's,
come up trying to steal the goats.
There's some pretty impressive craftsmanship, and it'll definitely deter people from taking the goats.
Yeah, I used to be a warrior, and I kind of took an arrow in the knee, and now I just hurt goats.
Well, that would explain how you're able to hit that hay bale.
He's like, yeah, you want to give it a try?
Yeah.
He's like, I'll give you
I never got to work one of these myself.
And he's like, I'll give you 3 shots, and if you can hit one of them, I'll give you a prize. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
And you guys are also going to kind of hear the commotion, so you're going to come over here. Alright, so he, like, just turning the thing is kind of a bitch, right? Let me scroll up. So you successfully get the thing turned and kind of somewhat aimed. But, like, typically there would be a sort of crank to pull the thing back, but no. This one's just manual. So make a strength check to see if you can get the string back.
Alright.
So you pull and you pull and you pull, and you just barely get it back far enough to click. It takes you like a couple of minutes, and the light's kind of starting to go down. So you've got it like locked and ready. Now you just need to aim it. So make a dex check plus whatever your attack bonus is.
So that would be stuff.
Basically, just click the crossbow attack button and see.
Okay,
how that goes.
alright.
So it goes a little wide left. Like, you're probably about 10 feet off, but it's not that far off considering exactly how far you're shooting, but you did miss.
Okay.
So make another strength check, see if you can pull it back again. Alright, you get it back a little easier this time, but it's still a lot of effort, and now your arms are starting to get tired, so it's becoming a little more difficult to aim it. So make another crossbow attack. That one's, you adjust to the right, but you way over adjusted, and your arms are kind of getting tired, so it's hard to pick up the thing and keep moving it back and forth. So that one goes wide right, about 12 feet.
Alright, I kind of like,
yeah, the dude's looking at it like,
rub my arms.
Yeah. It's like, alright, you got one more shot, guy. You can
Alright.
do it, I believe. He pats you on the back, he's like, you got this.
Maybe
You
there's a
can
reason
do
I
it.
wasn't one of the artillery folk.
Alright, so this one you just yank back and it's locked in, and you're feeling good about it now. The pat on the back did wonders.
Wonderful.
Nice.
And it goes straight the hell in. It is dead center. It's like, you did it, guy. I told you you could do it.
Wow.
And he's like,
That's pretty satisfying.
yeah, he's like patting you on the back. And he kind of runs off. and he comes back, and he gives you this goat fur cashmere scarf, and it's like all sorts of
Whoa.
colors, and it's about the warmest, fluffiest, most comfortable thing you've ever worn in your entire life.
Damn.
Hmm.
Did you make this?
It's like, yeah, man, I kind of made these things back in the army, you know, back in the war. And
Yeah.
now that you kind of look at him, you see this is an old dude. He just talks like he's youthful because he's been living up here in the Goatlands herding goats, so he's in decent shape.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you for letting me fire one of these things. I always wanted to, but never really had much cause to do so myself.
He's like, yeah, if you ever need something like this, you know where to find me, guy. Biggest hill
Yeah.
in the Goatlands, right here.
I'll keep it in mind. Thank you.
And so they kind of bring you down and around over here.
Whoa.
And
Ooh.
whee! And they point to this wall, sort of like nestled in the hill, and you can see there's a sizable hole that's been boarded up, and somebody's written on it in red paint. Hey, guy, no entry.
Okay. So this is the hole you're talking about.
Yeah, there's bunches of
Mhm.
these, but this is the one that's kind of closest to us. I had to
Mhm.
board it up. I mean, the goats can't read, but they know not to go in, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to breed a goat that can read, but, you know, it takes effort, guy. Trying to win
I
the
imagine so.
next annual goat breeding competition.
Well,
Or a goat
good luck
breeding
with it.
competition.
Yeah, you know, if you have a goat that can read, you pretty much guaranteed win. Nobody else is gonna have a goat that can read. They might have a big goat or a strong goat or a pretty goat, but nobody goes for the smart goat. So that's the plan. That's the victory plan right there, guy.
It's a pretty smart plan.
He's like, well, it's
taking the
getting late,
long view,
so
for sure.
you guys might want to bring some torches if you're heading in there.
Yeah, I have a few torches in my pack.
All right, well, good luck, guy. I believe in you. And
Thanks.
so he kind of points you towards the hole. Are you guys going in?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you wanna? Yeah, I just realized I need to level my guy up from last time. So I'm level 3 now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that real quick.
Well,
Did
how
I do
about we'll
that?
say you guys like set up camp and
pretty
wait
sure I did.
till morning to do it. That way
Yeah,
you can
alright.
you can give your arms a rest, get anything back that you
Yeah.
may have expended. Let's see. Did I remember to level up Urgwa? I may or may not have. Okay, yeah, she's level 2. You see, this
Key
shit
three.
is
Oh,
why
back
I
to the
don't
key.
allow freaking I mean, this is an official publication. Vola's Guide to Monsters is.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I can deflect missiles now?
nice.
Oh, I have to choose a monastic tradition too.
Dope.
But you know, since I'm Dragonborn, it's gotta be elemental, right?
That is an option, yes.
Starting at 3rd level, I can use my reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged weapon. I can fucking catch arrows? You kidding me?
Yep. I think you get a thing that lets you like redirect them as well.
Yeah,
That's
if
a
it
point.
says if you catch a missile in this way, I can spend 1 key to make a ranged attack with the weapon or piece of ammunition I just caught, as part of the same reaction.
Yeah, like catch it and throw it back.
Yeah. Jedi's, bro. But yeah, it's gotta be. Where is it? Monastic traditions, but it only lists 1 here. The guide that you had 3 of them. But this one only has 1 listed. Unless there's
Oh,
a
are
way
you
to...
looking on the source reference document?
Yeah.
Okay, so that only has like That's like the copyright-free version. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna want the actual proper rule book.
Rulebook proper.
Yep. So just send it to you on Discord.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find as well a list of my fighter archetypes.
Thanks, bro. Got handbook, got selectable text. Nice. So I can just Control F this stuff. And it will make an attempt to search all 322 pages.
It's gonna try so hard and get so far.
It's almost halfway done. On the cover, in this fiery scene, illustrated by Tyler Jacobston. Oh, here we go.
Tyler Jacobston.
It is I, Tyler Jacobson. Artist extraordinaire. Monastic traditions. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's gotta be 4 elements though. Cause I can. It's weird because it lets me cast elemental spells to a certain extent. But you know,
That's pretty neat.
I gotta be like fire, right? Because I'm a dragon.
Clearly.
I mean, unless I'm a different kind of dragon that doesn't spit fire. We don't want to be discriminatory here.
Mm.
Well, you're copper, right? I want to say they're poison.
Oh, really?
Like acid or something.
Oh, maybe I should be a ninja then.
Or who was that one dude? I don't remember his name. It was like some early '90s wrestler who was like a ninja who spit poison in people's faces. It was dumb, much like most things in the '90s and in pro wrestling.
Is that some Tenchu shit? Tenchu stuff?
Something like that.
Your arrows are weak and twisted. Or I don't remember how that went, but it was something like that.
Dunno. All right.
Who knows?
I think I'm just going to be a champion.
A champion.
Yep, I get like improved critical at level 3, which basically means I can crit on a 19, which is pretty good. And at level 15, I get superior critical, which lets me crit on an 18.
So if I choose Way of Shadow, I can teleport between shadows at level 6. And I can cast Darkness, Dark Vision, Pass Without Trace, or Silence, and Minor Illusion. Which is pretty cool. 4 elements lets me cast different things. Like, are these affected by my intelligence? The spells that I cast?
Not particularly.
wisdom
I think
for
you have. Yeah, I think it's wisdom for monks.
Okay. That's good, because I've got a +1 on wisdom and +0 on intelligence. Also, was not something that I was considering when making my character.
Whoops.
Yeah. No, you know what? It's got to be Wave the Four Elements. There's really just no other choice here.
All right.
Way of the Elements. I'm the Avatar. Hehehe.
That show. It was a decent show.
Yeah, it's alright. But is it anime if it was made in America?
No, weeb, stay away.
The eternal debate. No.
I don't know. Many of my favorite animes have been made in America, like The Simpsons.
Corey in the house.
Yeah.
There's a Twitter that does edits of Simpsons scenes as anime scenes.
That's terrifying.
I gotta check that.
I'll if I find it, I'll send it in the thing.
Yeah.
Where do I put monastic tradition? Because it's pretty important. Is that in features and traits?
Probably.
Yeah, I'd put this stuff in there.
Probably. Okay. Way of the Four Elements. Source. Class. Source type, Dwarf Fighter 4th level. Sounds good to me. Oh, whoops. Okay. Is that it? Is that all I need to write?
Likely, I think.
Probably. Okay.
Did you do your HP as well?
I don't know.
You can either roll like D8 plus Constitution or.
Well,
get...
I mean, the problem is I don't know what it's supposed to be. Or what I should expect it to be, I should say. It's at 24 right now. Does that sound like 3rd level?
Yeah, it's kind of high, but sounds right. I don't know. I'm used to working with minuscule HP pools because I play casters.
Well, I've got 28 at level 3 as fighter. 24 could be right for level 3 as monk because you get a D8 instead of a D10.
Yeah, I get a D8. Plus 2.
Yeah.
So I've got a good amount. I'm pretty good when it comes to the HP, as they say. Okay.
All right. Y'all ready?
I can't spit fire yet, but I'll get there. I'll get to it.
Soon, TM.
Soon.
Do you get you should be able to do a breath attack just because you're Dragonborn, I think.
Yeah? Is that a thing?
I think so. I think you get like a once a day type thing.
Let's find out. Dragonbjorn.
Let's see. You can use your action to exhale destructive energy. Your draconic ancestry determines the size, shape, and damage type of the exhalation.
For copper, it's a 5 by 30 foot line of acid attack, which is pretty dank.
A what? An acid attack?
Yeah, you can breathe. You have like an acid breath attack.
Like an acid splash?
No, it's actually much better than acid splash. Acid splash is kind of pathetic. Alright. The DC for the saving throw is 8 plus your constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. Creature takes 2d6 damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one, and it, like, the amount of damage it does increases as you level. But yeah, you get one per short rest. So
What does it do?
It does 2d6 damage in a 5 foot by 30 foot line,
So
basically.
up to 12 damage. Probably gonna do about 6 damage.
Yeah. On average, if you had to guess.
Yep. All right. So when you go into the hole, who's going? Like, what's your order? It's a kind of narrow hole. You're gonna be one by one.
I'll happily go up front with my. I'll have my crossbow out, I guess. Well, I can't really use a crossbow and a torch at the same time. But yeah, I do want to have a torch lit.
All right. So you got your torch lit. Let's.
All right. I found us.
What does the entrance to this hole look like?
All right. Let me turn down this music dead. So it looks as though there's been some sort of like seismic activity that's opened it up.
Okay.
As opposed, like, it wasn't chiseled out. It looks like rocks have just kind of moved.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see anything useful about, like, the walls to see what, like, might have caused it to open up? Like,
Well,
I
the
don't know.
walls, no, not really, but the floor, like, it doesn't feel unstable, but it feels unnatural, as though it's, like, shifted, or, like, it fell or moved to get this way somehow.
okay. I'll venture in.
Everything kind of has a downward slant to your right.
Okay.
Alright. So, you kind of move along, are you moving carefully, cautiously, whatever?
Yeah, I'm moving, like, quite slowly around here, trying to have a look as I go down.
Alright, so as you get into this area, you can see there's spider webs of varying sizes going on in the cave.
Spider webs.
Yep. Some look like spiders did them, some look like a lot of spiders did them.
Okay.
But do any look like spiders of uncommon size did them?
None of these look like that. They
Okay.
just look like some, maybe like, if you were looking at the web and you're like, okay, I think a spider did this, you'd be like, okay, it's probably a big spider, but not like a giant spider. Just like,
Okay.
oh, hey, this is probably a big spider.
Okay. What's down this way?
So as you get that way, you kind of see a wall that sort of starts to form, and it's just pretty much coated in webs. But it's like you can tell that beyond that, it's just straight up rock.
Okay.
And make perception checks as you're kind of moving along.
Alright.
What do we perceive? That is our reality.
Let me pop out Urgwa's character sheet so I can just, well, let her attempt to perceive as well.
Nope.
Alright, so, nah, she doesn't see much. But you guys are aware of, like, you can see up above you, there's maybe 10, 15 foot of clearance, and there's spiders on the ceiling, but they're just kind of, they're spidering around. They don't seem super concerned by you.
Okay.
Okay.
They're just doing spider stuff.
Just spider things.
Yep.
What's down here? Is this a dead end?
So you come up this way and you see where, like, the rocks sort of caved in the north and a little bit more spider webs. So you feel like this may have been a path at some point, but now it's fully obscured by rubble.
Okay. Alright. Okay, well I'm gonna try and like cut these spider webs out of the way as I come down here.
Alright, so as you continue, you're kind of squishing the spider webs, cutting them out of the way. Is there like, they're not really blocking your path, but like, you just, it's gross to walk through them.
Okay. Nice.
Alright, trying to chase you guys on two screens over here. Alright. So, as you get down this way, you see there's kind of a sharp drop where it's not like, it's probably about 8 foot down, so you can slide down it pretty easily. You just know you may have a hard time getting back up.
Wonderful.
Well, I have a rope here, I think. So I can kind of like, I wonder if there's somewhere I can try to secure the rope here.
You can see like the rock faces on either side have kind of jagged. They're not necessarily spiky, but you could probably find enough of a place that you could tie a rope around, and it might not slip.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, so you tie a rope.
Roll a Boy Scout check.
Yeah, well, kind of, let's see, we'll put this on the objects and tokens layer. And it just kind of dangles down. And then if you are going down, let's see. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think I messed up, boys.
Uh-oh.
Alright,
what are you gonna do?
hang on, let's see. So, you go down, now you're in here.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
slid down there.
did not mess up at all.
Sweet.
But in fact,
Alright,
everything was
so
fine.
you get around the corner, and there is a pretty sizable spider web.
Okay.
And inside this pretty sizable spider web, there are some, like...
Sizable spiders?
they're spiders of, you know... I wouldn't say they're giant spiders, but I would say there are, in fact, spiders.
Okay.
And
I'm glad
these-
we're being careful to
yeah.
avoid the moniker of giant spider.
yeah. These boys still, like... They're kind of ignoring you for now, but they are just kind of chittering around up in their web, and you're going to have to cut through their web to get past them.
Alright.
Because it is completely blocking the road.
Well, I'm gonna put the torch down on the ground, or like lean it against the walls it's still burning. I'm gonna take my heavy crossbow out and very carefully aim at one of them
Oh my.
and try to skewer it.
Alright, roll initiative and then make your attack. Let's get
Well.
some spider music up in this piece.
I will roll initiative as well.
Nice.
Get that critical initiative. That means I go first. And then I get a bonus turn.
And don't forget your surprise round
That's
as
how
well.
it works.
Yeah, you get a surprise round as well. Let me...
Yeah, you know, if only I could breathe fire. But that's not what I can do. I'm not that kind of dragon. Don't stereotype me. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna...
I assume that hits.
I'm gonna guess. Hang on, this music's too loud. Again. I don't know why they all start at this like deafening
It's
volume.
too loud.
Alright, let's see. Let me open up my page O spiders.
11. That's pretty good.
Alright, so the spiders have an initiative of 14. Alright, so Reinald, your crossbow attack definitely does hit, and the spider is kill.
Thoroughly skewered.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All going according to plan.
Yeah, if only... Hang on.
Alright, so now it is the turn of Thudtas. Oh,
Yeah.
let's just say they all represent spider.
Ah, they all represent spider.
Let's see, add turn. He is 14. Alright, so Thudtas, your turn.
Mm-hmm. Well, since I'm not done reading the Way of the Four Elements section yet, I'm just going to smack it with my staff.
Smack it!
Smack.
That is a successful smack.
Bonk. 4 bludgeoning.
It's
Not
dead.
very good. Oh, it's dead though. Okay.
I mean, these are just spiders, like the kind you could probably step on.
Mm-hmm. Well, in a flourish, I bring my quarterstaff down upon the unsuspecting spider.
Urgwa kind of looks around. Urgwa doesn't really like spiders.
And
So
lightly tap it to death.
Yeah, so she's gonna come this way and just cleave with her axe and try to both cut the web out of the way and kill a spoder. So
A spoder.
that is
That's
a dead spoder.
a
And
minimum damage dead spoder.
Yeah.
Urgwa sure does like to roll minimum damage.
Alright, now
+6, Jesus Christ.
more spoders appear from behind and charge in.
Oh
Oh
no!
no. Charge of the spoder.
Yep. So, and actually they can. I
Der
can't make
Spoder
I can't
Clan.
make them occupy less than 1 square, but they're all gonna have a chance to make a bite attack. 2 of them are going for Rhino, 2 of them are going for Thudtas.
Oh no.
So
If only we had cleave.
it's doing that thing again. So
Doing that thing again.
that does not hit. That one definitely hits. So Rhino, you will
Uh-oh.
take 1 single poison damage.
God damn it.
Yeah, it kind of hurts just a little bit. You're like, ah, shit.
Oh, spider bite.
So this
Critical
yeah,
failure.
This spider just sucks at life. He just misses entirely. And that one
Just running in circles.
will.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's
I'll
oh
roll
shit.
that.
That's a good spider bite. That one actually really hurts.
Back.
All right, Rhino, your go.
Yeah, just get away from me, spiders. I'm gonna
I don't know. The turn order thing is doing some weird stuff.
yeah, classic turn
All right,
order.
so that's dead spoder.
Hmm. This is more complicated than I anticipated. But cutting down spiders is easy. Probably.
Probably. All right, so that's a successful hit and dead spoder.
Bludgeoning spiders to death. Like
Urgwa
we do.
still does not like spiders, so we'll charge in and give this one the old smackaroony.
Ah, yes.
She swings, and the club just kind of misses into the ground. So now it is Spoder turn, and they're going to try to bite her. That, like, it bites, but it just kind of hits her leather armor. That is a hell of a spider bite. So that's 5 damage.
Ooh.
Rhino, you're up.
Alright, I'll squeeze through here and smack another spider.
Alright. So you bring down your greatsword, but it just kind of gets away from underneath it. Like, it is a very small spider.
Okay.
Budtass, your turn to
Yes.
exterminate things.
Well, I think, despite close quarters, I'm still going to smack things with my quarterstaff. As you know, I'm
That
a
is
quarterstaff master.
Yeah, that's a successful smack, and that's a dead spoder.
That is a maximum damage dead spoder.
Yep. Now, Urgwa is going to take another attempt with the Great Club at this one. That's a more successful hit, and that is a dead spoder as well. So you have killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 spiders.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 spiders are dead. And now
Killed some spiders.
So
That's just all right.
you make your way through the web. Make perception checks as you move forward.
I perceive.
Alright, so that's a...
Oh, dang.
Those
I got beat.
Yeah, very good perception checks. So you notice that the not only does the hallway ahead get kind of narrow, the floor looks very like smooth and slick, and it's down at a pretty good angle.
I think this floor might be a bit slippery.
More sliding.
You also cannot see like the end of it from where you're looking. Like, it goes down a good ways.
Well, I've got an explorer's pack. That probably includes a rope, right?
Sure, we'll say that.
Yeah, it does, I think.
Okay. So I've got a rope. I'll take out my rope. And use my monk scout skills to tie it to something, if there's something to tie it to.
Alright, so you can find plenty of rocky sort of outcrops to tie it to.
Alright, yeah. We're going to tie it to something nearby and kind of slide it down.
Yeah. You seem like the rope... You can see where the rope ends and the hallway kind of continues further. You are aware, however, that, like, worst come to worst, you can probably, like, climb your way back up. You're just probably going to have to hold yourself using the walls rather than using the floor, because the floor is just slick.
I see. Good thing I'm a nimble monk.
That is a good thing.
I don't know about these other two, though.
I could be nimble. Maybe.
In your armor?
You know, I could be relatively nimble for somebody wearing armor.
Relatively nimble.
So Toss has doubts.
Nope.
But this is going to be our best escape route, as far as we know. If worse comes to worse. Unless you have any better ideas.
I do not.
Right. Well, I vote we rappel down the rope as far as we can and slide the rest of the way. Hope we don't accelerate too much.
Yep, good idea.
Alright, so you guys get in kind of a marching order, and then off you slide. Alright, so you finally kind of come to a skidding halt in a big open chamber.
Like Scooby-Doo style skidding halt.
Oh, yeah.
How big is the chamber?
Well, look around.
Alright. I look at the ceiling. Are there any
Um,
spooky things on the ceiling?
There are spider webs all over the ceiling. Like,
Okay, but no, like,
Oh.
giant spiders.
What's
don't-
that over there?
you do not see any giant spiders in the ceiling, but like there's just
Oh.
layers on layers of webs. And over here you see a huge
Okay.
web on the wall and a dead boy.
Huh.
I see. You
And
suppose this is our kidnapper?
the guy is
Well, I
kind of
mean-
he's tangled up in spider webs and he looks like he's been bitten multiple times and the bite wound looks pretty large.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this could be somebody who's disappeared. Kind of like have a look, investigate through them.
Also make perception checks.
Yeah, I figured. Nope,
Alright,
nope.
so you don't see too much, but you do see some spatterings of like this light blue colored blood on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's spooky.
Most people don't bleed blue,
Only Americans.
but those who do
They tend to have more
deserve
legs
their
than usual.
station. I was going to make a joke about blue bloods, but
Connecticut. Boo.
what?
What?
Connecticut?
Yeah, there's blue bloods down there.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
That was Triple H's original gimmick. Was he was like this prissy blue blood, and his name was Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, does this guy like have anything on him, or is he just your standard dead guy in a web?
He's a dead guy, but he has a sword.
Okay.
And his sword is also covered in blue stuff, as though he was fighting something with blue blood.
Hmm.
And from the looks of it, he did not win.
That's not ominous at all.
Nah,
Mhm.
totally not spooky. There's totally nothing going on right now. Make
This seems to be another
more
passage.
perception checks.
Okay.
Perception.
No.
Terrible.
You hear like something. You don't know what it is, but you hear something. And it's not coming from above you. It sounds like it's in the same room, but you can't see it.
Is it a skittering and a chittering?
It's more like a scattering and chattering. It sounds kind of large.
I see. Well, I know what that means, but Thudtask doesn't.
What do you think, Urkwa? Do you perceive
Urgwa don't
anything?
like it. Let's see. Anybody want to roll a?
Oh.
Yeah, she don't see shit. Anybody want to roll like a nature check or a history check to see if they know things about perhaps spoders?
Well,
I don't even know what a spider is.
The fuck is a spider? What are
The
these
fuck
little
is-
dudes?
shit, man.
This place is weird.
I don't even know anymore. But let's see if I read about a spider one time. I'm a history buff. Hey, dude, I read about a spider one time.
Yeah, you do recall
really?
in reading about sort of ecology and things like that of Aldacia and the history of Aldacia that there is such a thing as a phase spider, which kind of goes back and
A
forth
what?
to the ethereal
Hey.
plane, and they're kind of big.
That's not cool.
They're kind of really big.
Yeah, just cause it's Halloween, you think you can get away with this shit.
Let me hit the spooky, scary skeletons dance remix. It's actually a dope remix, if I'm honest. Like, I would jam to that if it wasn't.
Yeah.
But which remix?
I forget which one it was. There's a good dance remix for it. But anyways, so as you kind of make your way over to the right, you can see right about here that there is some. There's kind of like a path through the rubble you would have to dig to get through. But
Okay.
there's like, you can go that way, but it'd probably take maybe 30 seconds to a minute of uninterrupted digging to make it that far.
I start digging.
Oh,
Alright, you're going to start digging, and
what are you digging with?
yeah.
Oh.
Your hands?
Alright, roll initiative, everyone. Because, fortunately, extremely fortunately for Thudtas,
Yes.
the phase spider, who is approximately this large, missed. It pounced and it
Wow.
missed, and now it is right here. And let's get some spoopy spider fighting music. Alright, let's see if we can...
Whoa. That's a big spider.
Yep, that is
It's rather large.
Yep.
Well, I'm caught somewhat off guard, but I've read about spiders and I know that.
You think that's a spider?
I think that's a spider.
Oh, god damn it.
Alright, you rolled a 9 on your initiative? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, wow, that's a lot of 17s. Reinhold, what's your dex?
+2.
Uh,
14.
You got a 14? Okay. Spider is slightly faster than you, and then Uruguay is literally the same as you, so
Oh.
I'll let you go first, though. So, alright. Spider did his thing. He had a surprise round. Now he's going to make another go,
Alright.
and he's going to once again make an attack at Thudtas.
Yes, yes.
Now,
Bring it on,
make,
Eth.
make perception checks real quick.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Just to see, like,
See what we can see.
okay.
Doing better
you
than last
notice
time.
that this particular spider has had 2 of his legs chopped off, and he's
Oh.
got a couple stab wounds. So he's not at 100%.
He's not at 100%.
Nope.
Let's see.
Alright. So again, he just completely whiffs. Good for you.
Hey, man.
Rhino, here you go.
Alright. I'm gonna charge this boy with my great sword and stab it right into him.
Alright. Make your attack.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh, you completely whiff, and your
But
sword.
wait.
You gonna
Wait, what?
reroll?
I'm gonna use my action surge to stab it again.
Okay.
That didn't count. I get a do-over.
That's better.
Okay, that one goes in. Like, you swing it down and you miss, but then you like kind of angle it up and stab up into the belly.
Okay.
Alright.
Good stuff.
Good
All
stuff.
right. So that looked painful, and it lets out an obnoxiously loud scream. It kind of fills the
Scree!
whole area. Right. Urgwa is next, and she is going to do what she does best. And charge in angrily, and give him the old choppy choppy.
The old 1-2.
And that is a successful hit. And that
Crits.
is
Whoa.
lots
Max
of
damage.
hella damage. So, yeah.
Urgwa's all about that min-max
Yeah,
damage.
Blood kind of just sprays everywhere at this point. Fatas, you're up.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to think, because I want to use a key ability, but there are a lot available to me right now. And I don't know what a lot of these spells do. Because so I can like cast Gust of Wind, I can cast Thunder Wave, Burning Hands.
You get Pokemon skills.
Paralyzed. But
You can also tell by looking at the spider that he's having a terrible day at this point.
yeah.
He may not be long for this world.
And there are more fancy things that I can do later, but that's all I can do right now. It's still pretty cool, though. Or I can smack him and then follow up with 2 punches.
Sounds like a plan.
So we're going to do that for maximum damage, just because I don't know what those spells do. Oh wait, wasn't there one other thing where you had to make a strength saving check? Where is that? Yeah, Fists of Unbroken Air. It doesn't have a level requirement for some reason. It does a lot of damage if he fails his save. So I'm gonna spend 2 key points and target the phase spider and use Fist of Unbroken Air.
Nice.
How do I? He has to make a strength saving throw, but how does? What does he have to clear?
You should have an ability like. Let's see. Go to spells and see what your spell save DC is if you got one. It's not showing you one.
Spell save.
Nope. You make a strength check then. We'll just
Okay.
say it's opposed, and then I'll figure out what the actual rule is later. Once we're prepared for things.
Prepare. Oh, everything changed. What happened?
Everything
Oh, it switched to
changed.
spells. That's why. Strength.
Alright, and he's got to make a strength save.
Save. Yes.
He doesn't have a strength save button, so we're just making a strength check.
Oh, it matches. What does that mean?
Well, we'll say you get the leg up on this one just because, like, you should have a different DC. But yeah. Alright, so what happens?
Well, he takes 3d10 damage.
Alright, roll it.
Do you just type 3d10 or
Slash or 3D.
oh, slash roll? Okay.
Yeah.
Like that. So,
Oh, someone else rolled for
yeah,
me.
I did it. So you got 16 damage. And
Yeah.
he kind of smacks against the wall.
Yeah, he
he's
does.
Like, he screes again.
He-
he's kind of
He smacks
crawling
against
at
the
this
wall and he goes. I think he might go prone.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because that was his final scree, and he is dead. However, make
Yeah, I can do that
perception
shit.
checks.
You keep saying that.
Those words I don't like. Don't do it. It's not good.
Don't do it.
Perception.
You are not very perceptive. You are
What
not
do we
super
perceive?
perceptive. And what about Urgwa? Is she perceptive? Nope.
2? What? Am I the only one with eyes in this party?
Okay, so you have a look up and you're really not sure, but you think you might see something moving, Thudtas.
I don't know if we're out of the water yet.
Huh.
You also hear kind of a rumbling coming from the south. So it is now, because Spoder is dead, Rhinold, it's your turn.
Let me see. I'm just gonna like back up against this wall here and get my crossbow out and look at the ceiling. I'm gonna basically be ready to shoot anything I see that isn't
Alright.
Thud Tassel Rook.
Alright, so you don't really see anything just yet. It's Urgwa's turn, and she, at this point, is like, fuck it. She's gonna run over here, and she's using her, like, axe, kind of like a shovel, and is just digging as hard as she freaking can against these rocks.
Alright. Why are we digging over there again?
It seems to be the only way to go.
Oh, I see.
Thudtas, your turn.
Well, I'm going to align myself so I can see a little bit down this tunnel.
Alright, you can, in fact, see a little bit down the tunnel.
Just in case something's coming from that direction,
you
I
can
can maybe
hear-
give Reinald a heads up.
Yeah, you can hear a little more than you can see. And you hear something's definitely coming from that direction. In fact, it seems like a swarm of spiders, followed by another swarm of spiders.
Oh. Well.
But they
That's not
ran
cool.
their whole way to get to this point. So this is where they are for the time being. Rhino, you
Spiders
go.
coming.
No,
Was
is it
that
my
s-
turn?
Hmm?
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, right.
Yeah, they ran all the way to that point, so.
Spiders
Okay, so if
something
I-
we can kill?
So if I see over here, I can see down there, I guess, and I'll shoot.
Yep.
So,
Dang it.
Dang it, Bobby.
See, if I hadn't used my ability on that big spider, then I could just use Burning Hands, except with a different name.
Alright, so that is a successful hit. So you hit the spider and... hang on, let me... Oh, yep, so you can see he's got about that much HP. Yeah, he's thinned out a little bit. Not a lot bit, but a little bit.
He thinned out.
Well, I mean, that's hella spiders, not just a spider.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
But you used the singular pronoun.
Well, yes, I'm speaking to the token, specifically.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Urgwa is continuing to dig. You can see she's got a hole that probably, like, a cat could fit through, but not a person. But she's still digging. Alright, so, Thudtas, your go.
Right. Well, so question. If I
Answer.
go to this corner, would I be able to hit them around the corner like that?
What are you attacking with?
Quarterstaff.
Okay, your staff can probably reach around, yeah.
Okay.
Especially given that it's just a mass of spoders.
So we're gonna do that, both to attack the spoders and give Reinald kind of a clean shot, so that I'm not in the way.
Because if he rolls in that one, that's going in your back.
Yeah.
Alright, so make your spoder
So,
attack.
Yes, I will attack the spider. Attack spider.
All right, that's a successful hit. Roll your damage.
Bonk.
All right.
Crush spider.
So there's a little over half, like the swarm's a little over half the size that it was to start with. So this one's gonna come in, and he is. They're just all gonna start biting you.
Oh no.
It's 13 hit.
13 is exactly my AC.
So yeah, that is gonna be a hit. And
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Minus 17. I can't take another hit like that.
Hang on, let me. That something doesn't look right about that. Wait, 4d4. Wasn't. No, that was right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a lot of damage. Sorry. Then the next swarm is just gonna beeline its way up to Rhinold, or more like Spider Line.
Ha. No.
All right, Rhinold, your go.
I'm going to run up to here, my great sword, and like, can I flank an entire swarm of spiders?
Yes, you can in fact flank the entire swarm.
Great, because that's what I'm doing.
I'm glad.
All right, do your damage.
Hang on, I can re-roll. I can re-roll that one.
All right.
So that will be 7 plus. So that's 13.
Should be dead.
All right, that is in fact a dead Spoderman.
Dead.
Good. I'm glad.
All right, Urgwa has continued digging. The hole is about the size now that you could fit your head into and like start to get your arms through, but not enough where you can climb through. And in her frustration, she stops digging and she just takes out her club and starts beating against the pile of rocks. Thud toss, your go.
Well, I would reprimand her, but I'm a little busy.
No, I mean, it appears to be working. She is swole.
Yes, that much is clear. Well, I'm kind of in dire straits, so I'm gonna kind of... Can I do like a... No, if it's a charge attack, it's gotta be a straight line, right?
I mean, I'll say you can. There's nothing obstructing you from charging.
Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm in kind of dire straits here, so I'm ready to end this. I'm going to expend a key point.
Okay.
To use Flurry of Blows.
Hit it.
And smack it, and then smack it again with my fists twice.
Okay. Do your damage.
Does that hit?
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Alright. That looked like it hurt.
What was the fist damage check again? Is that a dex check?
I think so.
Dextality. Oh no.
It's one. Your damage is a 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. Damage is what?
Well, according to the rules, it's 1 plus your strength modifier, but you might have different rules as a monk.
I think he gets 1d4 instead of 1.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, okay,
1d4.
Yeah, 1d4 plus strength modifier.
It looks like that second one definitely did not hit.
Actually, neither of those hit.
Yeah, okay. I tried.
Alright, so you have 1 smack with the quarterstaff and 2
Yes.
missed smacks. Okay. Alright, let's see. That is out of... Alright. So, the spider swarm has taken some damage.
Wait, do I have fist proficiency? Is that a thing?
You probably should. You are a monk.
So would that be +2 on those rolls?
Probably? Still, it wouldn't have made a difference. Actually,
Okay.
no, it would have. I'll let you roll damage on the first dex roll.
Yeah! Fudge the rules.
More like, we forgot to level up. We don't know the rules.
That's a max damage punch.
Alright. So that is... yeah. Okay, so the spiders look a little more hurt. But they are still going to make a bite attack at Reineld.
I literally
And that's a hit.
punched a swarm of spiders.
And that's 10 damage.
Oh.
Oh. Alright. Reineld, your go.
I'm getting pretty tired of this swarm of spiders, so I'm going to chop it.
Alright, give it a chop.
Hey!
That's a quality
nice
chop. Hey, that's pretty good.
And again, I can re-roll that one, so it'll be... what was the other one? So whatever, it'll be 6 plus... so it's 9 damage.
Alright. So now there are very few spiders left. There's only a couple of them, and they seem unhappy. Ergwa sounds like she's almost made a breakthrough. Like, you can hear, like, rocks are starting to fall over there. She's just beating them out of the way. And Thudtas, here you go.
Alright. Sensing victory, I smack it with my quarterstaff.
Smack. You miss with your quarterstaff.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, and the spiders are going to attempt to bite at the... they'll attempt to bite Thudtas. Does that 14 hit?
Yeah. So I'm dead.
No, they only do... they do 4 damage.
Well, I had 3 HP.
Okay, so you're down, yeah?
I'm dead.
Alright.
It's okay. I'll save you.
Thudtas is KO'd.
Save me.
Yep. Alright, Reinhold, your go.
Alright. I, in a stunning tactical display, stab the spiders again.
Oh.
Come on, man.
So are you just like taking your greatsword and kind of poking at individual spiders?
Well, I mean, there's only like 4 of them left. Like, it's less than a swarm, it's more just like 4 spiders. Alright. Ergwa beats out the final rocks and has made kind of a breakthrough. One sec. Dynamic lighting. Delete. Back to objects and tokens. And having done that, she is going to run back over to assist and club the spiders into submission. And the spiders are killed.
I too am kill.
Well, you're not
Right.
dead, you're just KO. Alright. Tess, it is your turn. Make a death save.
Okay. What is that?
It's right next to your hit dice. Just click on the button that says death saves. So like go under your HP. It's like two
Yeah.
boxes down.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Boop.
All right. So that is a success. So like click on the little success thingy.
What? Which one?
There's like a little checkbox in the death save thing.
Oh.
Let me make sure I'm doing these rules right. Shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You
Success.
gotta mark. You mark down a success.
Yeah.
It's if you get 3 successes, you stabilize. If you get 3 failures, you die.
All right.
But it's okay, because I'm gonna stop you dying.
Yeah. Even if I die, I'll just come back
more
as Hellspawn.
powerful.
All right.
More
So
powerful than you could
without
ever
the need of
imagine.
making a perception check, you can hear like there's hella spidery things going on up above you.
Oh, come on. Can I look up?
Yes.
Is that a free action?
Yes, you can look up as a free action. You can see like spider claws, paws, whatever you want to call them, starting to like come through the webs up top, but they're so
Spider
thick
paws.
that they can't get down there yet. You estimate that in approximately 6 seconds, aka 1 turn, it's gonna basically start raining spiders.
Why?
All right, your go.
I'm going to try to stabilize the test.
All right, make your medicine check.
Medicate me, Captain. Oh.
Does that work?
Let me. Learning rules.
I think there is a DC for it.
Let's see. What did you roll?
10.
You just managed to stabilize him. It's
Excellent.
actually DC 10.
Okay.
So he's stable, but he's probably going to be moving at about half pace.
Okay. Still at
For at
HP
least-
-1.
yeah. No, you're now at exactly 1 HP.
Exactly 1.
Yeah, precisely
Alright.
1 HP. Alright, so Reinald, you still got your movement.
I use it to jog on the spot aggressively.
Alright, you jog on the spot aggressively. Urgwa is not fucking around, however, and she grabs Thudtas, throws him over her shoulders,
Oh.
and is like,
Oh.
gonna head this way.
Well then, I rescind what I previously said and follow along.
Reinald is fucking around, though.
I'm not fucking around. I didn't
alright.
want
You
to
were
abandon
aggressively
my
jogging in
friend.
place. What part of that is not fucking around?
Sorry.
Thudtas, you'll be able to move at like 20 feet. If you
Yeah,
hop off
that's
her
half.
shoulders right now. That's half. You get 40 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, yeah, 20 feet. This turn, if you want to like fall down.
Fall down.
Yeah, like kind of.
Just kind of trip over myself and tumble down 20 feet.
Well, no, like if you want to like get off her shoulders.
Oh. Yeah, well, I'm pretty light.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you're staying the fuck up there. Okay. All right. So from behind you, you see spiders fall. Spiders fall. Spiders fall.
Oh no.
Spiders fall. Spiders fall.
It's the spider fall
Oh my
phase.
god.
Spiders fall.
That is
And,
terrible.
Spiders fall.
Oh,
Oh.
come on.
All right, I'm getting off.
Yeah, but yeah. All right. So it's raining spiders back in that chamber. Reineld, your move.
Alright, my tactical decision here is to cheese it.
All right. So you cheese
So
it.
I can get there, and then I'm gonna
Or
dash
actually-
another-
Can Urgwa throw me and then move?
Yes.
Alright, I get to here.
Alright. I just something happened with my mic. Okay.
Alright.
is going to
Make of me a missile.
attempt to launch you, and does successfully launch you about this far, and then manages to run exactly that far.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna run my 20 feet. Or like I get 40 because I don't
You
have
can
to.
If you're
dash,
dashing,
yeah.
yes.
Are we going this way? Or
I don't think so. I
That
think
is a
it's
solid
down.
wall.
okay. So I'm gonna kind of round this corner here.
Alright. Let's let Tessa's turn. Now it is spider time. So they're kind of making. They're running as hard as their little spidery legs will carry them in this direction. I don't know if they're hungry or you pissed them off or what. It's just not a good day to be in Spider Town. Also, it's like raining more of them.
Like,
Oh, come on.
honestly, is any day a good day to be in Spider Town?
Yeah, maybe. Well, you know, maybe it's like a spider festival, spider bake sale. Catch my dang references.
That's a pretty good
Yeah.
point.
Wow.
I never thought of that.
If only I could get the spider donut.
Yep. They're expensive. Alright, Rhino, your turn.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal to like second wind.
Alright.
Plus 3. Sweet. I'm back up to almost full health. And I'm then going to continue to cheese it. Is that going to be some attacks of opportunity?
No, you weren't engaged with them.
Okay. Alright.
Urgua's turn.
And I can cheese it some more because that was only a bonus action. Oh, wait. How does that work? If I use my bonus action, can I still dash?
So, dashing is an action as opposed to attacking. So if you didn't attack
Yeah.
or you didn't use any other actions, then you can still dash.
I am now here.
Alright, so as you get there, you notice that there is a large hole in the floor.
Oh.
Urgua
Hooray.
is...
We're saved?
has had enough of fighting spiders. She is hauling ass. Thudtash, your go.
Alright. Well,
And, like, it was just the first turn you got off her shoulders. You can move at your full 40 now.
oh. Okay. I thought I was, like, hampered by my, almost dying.
Now, you still got some paralysis poison in you, and it's not fun, but you can, like, once you get going, you can start moving.
So where did you say the hole was?
It's this giant black void down here, if you scroll down.
Oh, okay. Well, we're kind of out of options here.
Yep. I think the giant black void is our safest bet.
Well, Reinald, we haven't gotten anywhere by hesitating, have we? Giant black void it is.
Good plan.
Alright. So it's now spider turn. So these guys are coming up as far as their little spider leggies are taking them. More are plopping down off the ceiling, including this big boy.
Jesus.
More big boys?
Yep. Reinald, your go.
Alright, I am going to jump down the hole.
Alright. Down the hole
What's
you
down
go.
here?
Urza is also going to jump down the hole.
Well, it's time for me to join you. Or use my superhuman ability to jump over the hole. No, I'm going to join you in the hole.
Yeah, there's just walls. Okay.
There's just walls.
Yeah. Alright. So,
And my lack of armor.
you are now falling down the hole. You guys need a break at all, or you want to continue rolling?
Oh
I need
man.
to take a piss real quick.
All right,
Yeah, I'll
so,
complete
like-
a bit more. I
Am I-
don't.
Am I gonna die from fall damage?
No. Well, I'm not
Find
gonna-
out
Yeah.
next time.
Find out next time.
I can't do a super long session tonight because I am really ill
Okay.
and
Yeah,
tired.
we'll
But
wrap
I'll
it
play
up
for
in
a bit
about
more.
like we'll wrap it up in about
Yeah.
like 30 minutes to an hour probably.
I don't get
Okay,
slow
cool.
fall until 4th level.
Oh damn! Alright, I'll be right back a sec.
All right.
Yeah, normal movement is 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have plus 10 on that
Cool.
for a normal movement of 40 feet while unarmored.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
What?
I did not know that.
What did you
When
not
you
know?
use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Lots of double punches.
Well, I mean, the double punch you have to spend a key point for, but you can take a one extra punch for free
Oh yeah.
as a bonus action. Also, I need to figure out what reactions are, because I don't have armor.
Fair.
At 9th level, you gain the ability to move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling. Ridiculous.
That's a tad silly, yes. Damn, dude, have you been to a doctor
Yeah,
yet, or are you just saying
I'm
fuck
back.
it?
Huh?
Said, have you been to a doctor yet, or are you just saying fuck it?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Fuck it. If it gets like worse and stuff, I will. But if I go to a doctor now, they'll probably just be like, "Yep, you're ill."
Yeah,
So-
congratulations. You've been selected to be ill.
Yeah. I don't know. I will if it gets worse.
All right, fair enough. Let's see. As soon as I get
Oh,
the
what?
dynamic lighting layer done for this, so. Let's
At
see.
6th level, my unarmed strikes count as magical for the purpose of
Yeah, well.
overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. So I can punch ghosts
Yeah,
at
you
level,
literally
at level
can.
6.
Yep.
That's very silly. Very silly.
Alright, so now if I've done this correctly, when I drag you guys over, you should be able to actually see. And I did it correctly. So you have fallen about, like, you were falling for a solid minute. You don't know how far you fell. You fell quite far. And you get caught by probably the largest, thickest spider web you've ever seen, as though it was intended for people to fall down here.
Thick.
But it's not like sticky like you would think it was. Like, it's more like just a net.
Huh. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Oh, we're not dead.
We didn't die.
Yeah.
So that's a plus.
So.
Well, I came close, but.
You did.
It's fine. I'll extricate myself from this net. What does this room look like?
Alright, so the cave walls here seem as though they were like actually chiseled out by hand. And in front of you, you can see like the area that's been chiseled out. There's like a sort of wooden wall with a shutter that is shut and a door over there on the right. And then on top of the shutter, there is a bell. And in probably the crudest writing you can imagine, it says, "Please ring for service." Also, make perception checks. Because, you know...
Seems there's no escape from bureaucracy.
There's no escape from perception checks. Alright. So you can hear activity going on kind of behind this wall. Like, there's movement. You hear, like, what sounds like voices. You can almost hear something that sounds like some really weird music. But you're not sure.
Even in the bowels of a mountain, there is still customer service.
Well, I'm not sure that I trust it, but I don't really know what else we can do other than... I mean, is this... So, are these wooden bits kind of like shut? Are they like shut fast?
Yeah, so there's a door over there on your right and the shutter's kind of over there on your left.
Can I open them?
Neither seem to move, as though like they're like not impossible to move, but they're like shut like a store would be when it's closed.
Okay.
Well, there's only one thing to do. Ring for service.
I guess so. Alright, fine.
Alright, so
I'll ring the bell.
You're dinging the bell. Alright. So the bell rings, there's like a loud chime. It like you hear everything stop. All the voices that were on the other side, all the movement, like everything has just ceased. And for like a solid 6 seconds, you don't hear any noise coming from over there. Then the chattering gets much louder, and you can hear things like kind of skittering back and forth, like movement all over the place. And you can hear just basically lots of movement.
Huh. Well, that stirred things up.
This is like, as you're kind of sitting here, this is continuing.
Let's see what happens. Maybe we should stay wary, but see what happens.
Alright, yep. So, like, you can hear voices. They're speaking a language you don't really understand, and their voices are kind of scratchy-ish. But, like, they are, in fact, voices. Like, it's not... It doesn't sound like it would just be spiders on the other side.
Well, intelligent conversation. That's a nice change.
Well, we'll find out about the intelligent part shortly, I'm sure.
Okay, so after it's probably a solid 4 minutes after you've rung the bell, and you hear the like someone fumbling with the shutter on the other side, as though it's almost like they don't know how to open a shutter, like it's there, but they're not sure how it operates.
Mm.
And then eventually it slides open, and you see what
Uh,
appears to be top half woman and bottom half spider. And
uh,
she is shaking like she's wearing what like sort of like the uniform you would expect like a postman or something to be wearing with a little hat on
Mm.
top, but she is like drumming her fingers together, super nervous looking. And she like looks all three of you up and down,
yeah.
and she like starts to speak. You're like, but like she does not know what to say. Like she is panicking hard.
Well,
Um,
I'm covered in
hi.
my own blood, so
Hello. You speak common.
Yes. Common. I speak common. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I did. We don't get many visitors down here. I'm sure you can imagine.
I can, yeah, this is something of a remote location.
Yes.
Um,
Very right.
can you explain anything about what the hell is going on?
Yes. Yes.
uh,
So she starts like shuffling around behind the counter and like pulls out a basket from underneath, and there is a very well made like pamphlet. There's brochures.
Right.
So she hands you one of those, and it's a brochure that says "Welcome to the Drider Underground."
oh, we can read them.
Yes. So you open it up, and it kind of like it's very artfully drawn, almost too much so, as though they've been isolated for quite a while. So they
Sounds like Art Deco or
it's like
like driving through New Mexico.
it's like someone who has never met a human but has only heard how great humans are drew some humans.
Right.
So like there's like a picture of a Drider shaking hands with a human, and the human looks like freaking like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. He's chiseled. He's got this big stupid grin on his face, and like there's a list of like tourist spots and services and other things.
Well, I'm not a human at all.
What?
You get the sense from reading this that they like as far as spiders are aware, or as far as Driders are aware, like only humans exist. Like there's no reference to elves, dwarves, orcs, anything. It's just humans and Driders.
Okay. So I'm kind of like leafing through the pamphlet, and then I look back up at the rider, and like, okay, that doesn't really answer my question. So this place is meant to be what exactly?
This is only a small outpost. We're still working on it. Yes. It takes some time, you see, to chisel out the rocks. We do the best we can. However, we have been rapidly expanding. The underground has grown quite significantly. We will have web access here soon.
I see.
So
trying to kill
make perceptions. I thought
Are
you
we-
might make perception checks.
Okay.
It's always a perception check.
Yeah.
Need to make a insight check to see if we get the joke.
There's a what joke? There's no jokes here. So you kind of see behind the counter. There's a small office. There's a wooden device to her left that you're not really sure what it does, and it looks to have a spot up top. There's several loops. There's about 30 loops and then it's full of balls, and the balls have letters written on them.
Oh.
Okay.
So you see this device, you're not really sure what it does. It's got letters on it, and there's loops at the top.
Neat.
And she still seems to be like fidgeting with her uniform, drumming her fingers.
She's like, so, how may I help you?
I mean,
Well, what is the best way back to the surface? Or, in absence of a good way back to the surface, perhaps we could get a guided tour.
A guided tour? Oh, absolutely.
And so she kind of, oh no, I've taken her apart. Whoops.
Oh no.
Oh no, now she's got the wall. Shit. These little drawings like do not stick together at all. Why do you still
can't
have
like
the wall?
group them or anything?
Well, yeah, you can group them, but it groups them with things you don't want them grouped with.
Oh.
All right. So she kind of skitters back and starts yelling something in a language you don't really understand. But like there's lots of, you almost want to say it's cheering. So you hear the door unlock on the other side, and then you step through. Hang on, there's technical difficulties. All right, so 1 in, 2 in, 3 in.
Okay.
All right. So there's this appears to be like a very small town, about like probably Autumnvale size.
Okay.
But entirely underground.
Yes, it's entirely underground. There's some torch lighting. The fire is purple for some reason.
Alright. How high is the roof of the cavern?
It's about like 40 feet. Maybe
It's
a
pretty
little higher.
sizable.
You also notice that like there's web across the walls, and there are like construction driders on the walls with little hard hats on, like building sort of sideways as though like the wall is just another floor to them. And like
Okay.
up on the ceiling as well. And you can see marks up to the north wall and like the west wall where it looks like some tunneling's been going on, but it's not quite done yet. So as you make your way in, so she's like showing you around. It's like,
Yes, this is our customer service center. We pride ourselves on quality customer service. We also have a small news kiosk, which unfortunately we have some trouble getting the news until the tunnels open up. And we have some provisions here. This is where the grocery store will be. We were unfortunately not quite expecting visitors so soon. And she points at like a area here in the center. She's like, "This is where our grand fountain will be. It will be truly fantastic once we finally get it built." And
Okay.
then she kind of makes her way over here. It's like, this is the top of the current spider accommodations. It goes down a little lower, and she kind of goes over to this long building, and she says, "And this is the inn. This is where you may be sleeping tonight if we cannot find a way to get you back to the surface."
Okay. So you're building a town here with a view to accommodate humans.
Well, primarily we are just simply trying to expand our underground territory, but we do want to be more friendly with the humans, yes, on the surface. We've been hiding down here for an awfully long time, you see, probably hundreds of years. But we aspire to more than that, if you understand.
I think I do understand. Can I do a nature check to see if I know anything at all about driders?
Sure. Or a history check is just as good.
Well, you don't know a goddamn thing about spiders.
As far as you can tell,
You know what? You're right, Thud. I forgot about that.
As far as you can tell, bottom half spider, top half human.
Okay.
So
Thudtas, however,
Thudtas
knows his
is
shit.
extremely well read in his multiple-legged creature ecology, and he knows that Driders exist in the underground for they're basically in every textbook. It says that they are evil. However, you're also aware that textbooks often kind of carry the perceptions of those who wrote them, and that they were driven underground in. Well, they were always from underground, but they were like permanently sealed underground by the kingdom of Vicarus several hundred years ago.
Fascinating creatures.
But you also, if you look up, you see that there is a upside down Drider who has like some sort of. It looks almost like there's two sticks with several like strings of web in between, and she's like plucking them and playing them as an instrument.
All right.
Also, like if you look around, like there's probably 10 Driders. I just don't want to copy and paste this figure anymore.
Yeah,
'cause it breaks.
it's fine. It's fine.
There's like 10, maybe 15 if you count the ones that are like hiding / working in buildings right now.
Mhm.
And they just look. They're super nervous, but they look utterly overjoyed that someone's down here.
Well,
Okay. So, what is your name?
My name?
She like thinks, and she can't seem to remember her own name in the current like heat of the moment. And she like looks down at her name tag, but it's upside down, so she can't read it, and it's in a different language, so you can't read it.
Okay.
So she's like sweating, and as she's doing that, this other one kind of comes around the corner, and she's in kind of a nurse uniform, and she looks over at Thudtash. She's like,
You're very, very, very injured. You require medical treatment immediately.
yes, I do.
and so she kind of like grabs your arm and ferries you into the building over here,
Oh,
and just starts like looking you over, asking a bunch of weird questions you have like no idea what the hell she means by, using medical terminology that you think is at least 60% made up.
no, I'm not allergic to needles.
But water, have you ever had any adverse reactions to water in the consumption thereof?
Depends on the water, I suppose, but not usually.
Good.
And she's like scribbling all of this down really quickly, and then basically she just sticks a potion in your mouth, and you regain all your health.
All of it.
Some quality spider potion.
Well, it's certainly effective.
And then eventually the Drider in front of you right now is like,
Yaelin, yes, Yaelin, that is my name. I'm so sorry. I'm just
It's okay.
we were not expecting visitors for like months.
That's okay, Ellie. My name's Reinhold.
Reinhold, so nice to meet you, Reinhold. So nice to meet you.
You
Ergwa
too.
this
So-
whole time has just been like looking around in utter confusion. Her cat's like kind of peeking out of the little satchel on her back, which is still carrying all her belongings, which somehow stayed with her despite the sizable fall. And the cat's just kind of perched up on her shoulder,
Plural.
meowing and looking around.
So, do you have a leader of this place that we can talk to?
Yes, but she's not here right now. She will be back probably tomorrow, perhaps, or maybe the next day. She went to see how the other side of the tunnel was going.
Okay. All right.
I really do apologize for our lack of preparedness. It is truly unbecoming.
That's not a problem. That's okay. This is the most hospitality we have received all day.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what brings you into the underground? I must ask. I truly must ask.
Okay. So, here is the thing. which we may need to talk to your leader about. I believe that your excavations here might have been opening up some holes on the surface, and people have been wandering into these holes and getting eaten by what I assume are the indigenous spider population located there. We ran into a large number of quite angry, large, venomous spiders on our way here, and we're quite lucky to escape.
And she turns bright red when you say this, and she's like, looks very upset, and she like puts a hand on your shoulder. She's like, I'm so sorry.
That's why I wanted to say it to the leader, not her. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry. We're all still alive. Well, we are.
But yes, the holes. Yes, the hole.
She's trying to recompose herself. Like,
Holes have been appearing, and people have been falling down them. Yes, that is truly
yes.
unfortunate. We will have to make sure this does not continue to happen. We for our debut. Yes, we do not need such a terrible thing besmirching our names. If you understand.
No, I agree.
Well, I, for one, having been saved by this Drider, I would like to do something to thank her, because I am a man of action. And I say so, in my way.
Alright.
Totally not awkward.
Yeah, so she's encouraging you to remain laying down for the time being. She's having so much fun. You can like just look at her. She's having so much fun like being a nurse right now that she's just completely out of it. She doesn't isn't even registering that other things are going on. She's just like taking notes, and like she's like just kind of monitoring the bed. She's put a cold rag on your forehead even though you don't need it. Like
So that potion that you gave me, what is it made from? It was very effective.
she nods like,
We manufacture our potions through the pharmaceutical Drider company we have. If I am not 100%
official.
sure, but it's made of a blend of mostly mushrooms and algae. You see, we lacking the sunlight down here, we don't get very many leafy plants, so we make do with what we can.
Understandable. And these mushrooms and algae, are they magical in nature, or?
Primarily,
They just have-
once you've blended them, they take on the appropriate qualities. Only by a certified alchemist, of course. We do not
course.
condone manufacturing medicine without perhaps knowing what you're doing.
Well,
So-
it's important to have qualifications when performing alchemy,
like,
as we
this
two
is
know
going
only
on-
too well.
Yeah, as this is going on, you start hearing a extremely loud whacking sound coming from the west side of town, and you can see that Erdwa has picked up a pickaxe and a helmet and is just chiseling hard as hell at the western wall where the tunnel seems to be being built. And the cat is just
Wow.
kind of roaming around at this point.
Not one to
Well-
remain idle, is she?
No, I think Olga seems to have found something fun to do.
Yeah, so she's taking a
Or
pickaxe.
perhaps
while-
she's desperately trying to escape?
Could be. I mean, I'm not. If that's the case, I might find it quite difficult to stop her. I'll go over to Urgla. Be like, hey, Urgla, what are you doing?
Spider ladies say that tunnel go this way, so I help.
Ah, that's good.
Oh.
That's very admirable. Have you ever seen anything like this before, Urgla?
I see things, crazy things, but this new crazy thing.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there.
Yeah, so, like, as you kind of turn around, you see multiple Driders kind of in the center, looking at what appears to be a large map of the underground, and they're kind of plotting courses. You can see that this map just on a scale because they've gotten like measurements written out. This underground is immense. Like it stretches like way beyond Aldacian borders. It goes like super far west, super far north. This seems to be like the southeasternmost point. And it appears that like they're aware of some natural caverns underneath the earth that they're kind of utilizing to speed up the digging process, just making their way from cavern to cavern. Excuse me, I have hiccups.
Okay.
So they're kind of pointing in the make an insight check.
Well, I can't because I'm still getting bed rest.
Yeah, you're. So you can see you see the kind of shape of the local area that they seem to be working on almost matches up with an area around Aldacia. So let me pull you over to the world map really quick. I have too many little pages that are labeled untitled. Alright, so having a look at the world map, you can see that you are, like, just by your guesstimation, you're like right down here, somewhere up underneath the goblins. And the caverns primarily, like, basically all of Drider civilization seems to be this way. But you can see a opening that they're aware of is up under these giant mountains over here. And then there's like a question mark written over here towards the underside of the north part of the Golden Chain.
Okay.
There's also like various places scattered throughout Aldacia that have like either small notations or question marks. But you can see like the place you're marked at is outpost number 746.
Okay.
So
pretty damn big then.
yes, it's sizable. I have so many things open that I can't even like drag you to the appropriate thing. Wrong one. Okay, this one. Alright, so you have no idea what time of day it is, but you are aware that you're hungry and tired. Although that may just be a consequence of fighting spiders.
Definitely tired.
Alright, well, I'll go and ask, what was her name?
Leyin.
Yelene. So you said that there was an inn that we might be able to rest at here?
Yes, I will direct you there.
And she kind of brings you over here to this building. And on the inside, there's like rows of beds with relatively, like, they're small rooms, but they're kind of cozy and they're furnished about as well as they can be with things from the underworld. Like, they seem to have found a way of turning like mushroom caps and mushroom bases into fabric and leather, respectively. So everything's kind of made out of mushrooms, it appears. And they've got something glowing, like, kind of as a nightlight type thing. You're not sure exactly what's glowing, but it's just floating and kind of shiny. And then she kind of skitters off after showing you your room and brings back like a big hot plate of soup, or like a bowl of soup and like some bread type stuff to dip in.
Nice, thank you very much.
Yep, and then she kind of goes around also feeding Thutas and making sure Urwa has something to eat. And then you can kind of hear like some loud cooing coming from outside, and what sounds like Urwa attempting to explain what a cat is. But at this point, it's you can, like, there's sort of a there's a device on the wall which is kind of slowly moving, like there's a bead slowly moving from the top to the bottom over time, and you think it's some sort of a clock, but you can tell it's getting very late at this point.
Okay. I guess we should probably rest here until the leader gets back and then talk to them, because I think they'll need to be informed, and
Yes,
I'm not
I
really
agree.
sure how to go about resolving this. I mean, I suppose if we could get them to excavate, or at least continue their excavations in such a way that doesn't cause holes to open on the surface which people wander into and get eaten in. I think that might satisfy the Crown City. I hope that can be achieved.
It would probably be best if they remained out of sight and out of mind of the Crown City.
Yes, I certainly agree. I can't imagine that they would have a particularly positive reaction to finding out there's a community of spider people living underneath the hills.
But as for us, they have been nothing but hospitable.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I don't know about you, but I am in no position to refuse their hospitality.
No,
So let's
I
rest
agree.
here for a while.
Certainly.
Alright, so you rest throughout the evening and gain the benefits of a long rest, including getting your health points, your
Yay.
key, whatever else you have back. Alright. How you feeling, Dave?
Ding.
You about ready to call it, or you want to plug on a little bit?
I'd be quite happy to call it that.
Alright, well this
My
seems like a good
brains.
stopping point, so...
Yeah, I think so. That's good
Alright,
stuff, though.
So let
That's
me
good stuff.
calculate exactly how much XP I owe you guys real quick. So I've got the grand total of dead spiders at 8 spiders, 1 phase spider, and 2 swarms of spider.
Yeah.
Alright, so our grand total is going to be... Hang on. I mean, pretty much all of it's going to come from the phase spider. The phase spider is a healthy chunk of EXP at this point.
Yeah, but we just stomped that. And it whiffed twice.
Yeah, I don't know
was
how it
quite
sucks so
lucky
much.
that it whiffed twice.
You gain 980 experience points.
Yay.
900?
Yep, 980.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool.
980.
Yep.
220 then. Awesome.
Yep.
Let me see.
Awesome.
So where are you guys at experience-wise now?
2280.
Yeah.
2280. So you're coming close to level 4.
Yeah, we are.
Not quite there yet.
Yep.
And Urgwa
I
just made level
still-
3, so I gotta level her.
Cool.
A small part of Thudtas feels mysteriously dismayed that he doesn't know how to slow fall yet.
Well, don't worry. All you gotta do is land on some web nets and some
Yeah, I guess.
creepy towns. So,
No. It's actually quite quaint.
alright, we will call it there, and we will reconvene next Saturday.
Yep.
Alright.
However, I am just gonna go ahead and let you know, like, none of the D&D games that I'm in, like, I won't be playing on the 11th because I'm attempting to run probably the most ill-advised speedrunning marathon ever.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That should be pretty good.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll
I
go
will
ahead
catch you
and...
guys soon.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Thanks for the game.
Alright.